No! Don't do that!
Why?
Because that would be a biological contamination. The raw meat could have a bacteria that could harm someone or you yourself if you ate it that was in raw meat. For example, if you have a plate that had raw meat on it, and then you're about to put cooked meat on the raw meat plate without washing it, the bacteria could transfer onto the cooked meat.
How many contaminations are there?
3, exactly. There is biological, chemical, and physical. Right. Bowman, could you come over here and explain chemical contamination?
Sure. Chemical contamination is where a chemical that doesn't belong is put into a liquid or food item. So, don't use chemicals on something you might use to prepare food with. You should definitely not use any bleach or chemical cleaners to clean cutting boards, knives, silverware, and that would be used to prepare food. It is, however, okay to still use soapy water or vinegar to clean the things that I just mentioned.
So, would it be like, for chemical contamination, would it be a bleach or window cleaner into a glass of water?
Yes, but right now we're thinking of basically anything that would go onto something that you're using to prepare it, like, say, this knife. Say Woods here cleaned it with bleach. That would chemically contaminate the meat that he would chop with it.
Oh, I know.
So the bleach would stay on the knife, and then when you were cutting the food, and the bleach could enter into the meat?
Yes.
Oh no, that'd be bad.
Oh, okay. So like physical contamination, would that be like going to the bathroom and not washing your hands when you're working with food?
Yes.
Or handling raw meat and then handling vegetables without washing your hands in between? Or how about sneezing into a bowl of lettuce or another food item?
Yeah, put it that way. Or you could accidentally cut your finger while you're cutting a food item, and then your blood gets onto the food, but you don't wash the food or your hands. Then that would be also counted as a physical, right?
Yes.
Or would it not a physical? Could that be you accidentally cutting your finger off into a bowl of soup and leaving it there?
However unlikely that might be, yes.
Oh, I see.
So could you give us another example of biological contamination?
Well, let's see here. Biological contamination, in plain understanding words, is a living bacteria entering a food item, and
Like
that,
germs?
yeah, like a flu bacteria, or you get the idea.
So, like having anything that's grown from the ground and not washing it thoroughly,
Yes.
and then eating it.
Why would someone not clean something thoroughly before using it?
You'd be surprised how many people are out there that don't wash things thoroughly.
So,
Another example of physical contamination is if Nikolai were to bite my hat and then I dropped it into a bowl of soup.
can I bite you? Oh shoot.
So if I were to leave a jug of milk on the counter and when I came back it had mold on it, what kind of contamination would that be?
Well, that's easy. Biological. Because the mold is an organism, and bio actually means life. So it would be a biological contamination.
What if I had gotten mud on my hands and did not wash my hands before cooking food?
Well, that would be a physical
Yeah.
contamination. Because granular dirt or pebbles could get into the food.
And it's also, if you don't wash your hands, it's a result of bad hygiene. And essentially, physical contamination is where you have any sort of bad hygiene.
Bad.
Well,
Alright, so kids, remember this. 1. Biological contamination. Living bacteria can kill you. So, never use the same cutting board for cooked meat as you did raw meat. 2. Physical contamination is a solid object could get into your food.
is basically a result of bad hygiene.
Bad hygiene. And 3. Chemical contamination. Bleach or other liquids do not belong in one liquid used for entering your body. That it?
Yep.
I'm hungry. Let's go get some barbecue.
I'm in.
Me too.
Woohoo!